Hello. I want to tell you a story. It's a story my dad used to tell me. It goes like this. There was once a farmer who had a huge farm, a very big farm, and through the middle of that farm there ran a river. And this old farmer, he also had 2 sons. And one day he called his sons to him and he said, "I'm an old man and very soon I'm going to die. And when I do, I want you each to have a farm. One side of the river for one son, the other side of the river for the other son. And although you have 2 farms, I want you to work together. I want you to be friends, always." Well, shortly after that, the old farmer died. And so, just as he had wanted, one son had one farm on one side of the river, and the other had the other farm on the other side. And for many years, they did work together. For many years, they were good friends. But then something happened, and they fell out. And over the years, the bitterness grew. Over the years, the anger grew, and they didn't talk to one another. A carpenter came to the area, and one of the brothers heard about it, and he called the carpenter to him, and he said, "I want you to build me a fence along my side of the river, all the way along, so that I never have to see my brother, so that I can't hardly see his farm." He said, "I'm going away for a week on business, and when I come back, I want to see this fence." Well, a week later when he came back, he went down to the river, but instead of a fence, he found a bridge over the river, and he was angry. He went down to the bridge to see what was happening, and as he got there, he saw, coming over the bridge, his brother, holding his hands out and saying, "I thought you would never talk to me again. I thought you would want nothing to do with me ever again after what I had done, and here you build a bridge so that we can meet one another again." And with that, he held out his hand and he took his brother in his arms. Well, later, that other brother who'd asked to have the fence built, he met the carpenter, and he said, Why did you build a bridge instead of a fence?" And the carpenter said, "Because you didn't need the fence, but you did need the bridge. You needed something that would bring you together, not something that would keep you apart." It's easy for us to fall out with people. People are doing it all the time. We can fall out with neighbours, we can fall out with friends, we can easily fall out with family. I have 2 brothers, and I was always falling out with my 2 brothers. It's easy to fall out with people. There are a lot of people in our world who are very angry. There's a lot of what they call negative energy around at the moment. People shouting at one another, people looking for reasons to argue with one another. Sometimes they don't even need to look for the reasons, they're just there. We need to be building bridges in our world, bridges to bring people together, not fences to keep them away, to keep them out. We need to be building bridges of understanding, bridges of acceptance, bridges of respect, bridges that say to people, we don't have to agree with you to get on with you, to care for you, to love you. I really believe that Jesus is in the business of building bridges. And because Jesus is in that business, so are you and I. I think the carpenter in this story is Jesus, who looks at a situation and says, we don't need a fence here. We need a bridge. So you and I are called to do that, called to be bridge builders in our world, bringing people together, not keeping them apart. You take care, you have a good day, have a good week, look after yourselves, God bless, and hope to see you soon.